हरि ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैव उपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभु कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञात्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दसाम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरात्रं समुद्रितं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणां गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। योग वशिष्ठ निर्वाण प्रकरण उत्तरार्ध और 126th chapter. After finishing 125th here, we saw while explaining the nature of supreme power, Maya, Vasishtha ji went on talking on the experiences of 4 different Vipassis, and they had difference in their experiences, and at the same time one was related with the other, so they were experiencing the same thing. Whatever one experiences, the other also is aware of it, and they were cooperatively working and experiencing, and they were going on their path in different different ways, and their aim was to see the end of the creation. So the question came, though they were different, how could they understand or experience their different experiences each other, how it was possible? So Vasishtha ji explained to Rama that it is possible because one becomes many and many is there in one. So everything is possible. One is different from the other. At the same time, one is similar to the other inwardly, because absolutely one is substratum for everything. So when we go deeper, or experience wise, when we go inward, then we go nearer to each other, and externally there is difference. See the example we can understand, just as many people are trying to climb the one mountain and reach the top, and in the foothills they will be totally different from each other. And while advancing, climbing up towards the peak, they, when they advance, they naturally they will come nearer and nearer to each other, and finally, in the end, they will reach the absolute one peak. So all the manyness, all the differences vanish when they get together at the end of the achievement, that is the goal, and that is one. So exactly like this, one Vipassana became four, and they were diverging from each other in different directions, and they went on their track to see the end of the creation in four different directions. And so naturally they will have difference in their experiences. But basically they are one. So they will have their relationship, and they share their pain and pleasure with each other. And this is, of course, explained by Basidji with examples. And in the end, almost all the four, they made their end, means end of the life, somehow or other. But they were given boon to see the end, and their uh, their journey will not be hampered by any way. They will not be obstructed by any reason, any causes, and they will go on in their track. This was blessing given by fire god. So they went on, but somehow, due to some reasons, they made their end of life, gross life, and they had to die. But death doesn't mean the end of the journey. That was the point we saw yesterday. And though all the four, they met their physical death, yet after death, they again, because of their one strong desire to see the end of the creation, after the death also, because of their old sanskar, the impression to see the end of the creation, they felt in the sky, in the after death they will have to be in subtler realms, and in those subtler realms, that means in the sky of awareness, they felt again all the different worlds because of their old impressions, and in those worlds they went on seeing different worlds, and those different worlds, in that realm it was gross for them. Why? Because from our world, if we see, after death one goes to the subtler realm. And there, if in that subtler state, they whatever they feel that is similar to them, so that becomes gross for them, though it is subtle for us, just as when we speak some language among ourselves, it is understandable between us. Say we are now speaking English, and generally we speak in Hindi in class. So those who don't understand Hindi, it is beyond their understanding. So it is not any language, but some sound, which is not having any meaning for them, meaningless sound. But one who understands Hindi, it is meaningful sound, and they get their questions and answers, their views, they express, and they get the solutions, everything, all the transaction goes on. So, we have the formula in same similar states, we have relationship. So that relationship is true in that state. Just as we speak same language, it is understandable and it is good enough to have our transactions. So, in similarity, there is transaction, the relationship, there is contact. So if they are in the subtler realm, let it be in any kind of realm, they have their own ideas, their own impressions, memories from the last state, what they have already passed, what we think they were real kings, 4 persons, and they were in different directions. They were going on with some desire to see the end of the creation. So it was gross for us, we were understanding everything. After death, what happened, nobody knows. We don't know anything. But one who dies, after death he has some existence. Death doesn't mean complete destruction of the identity. Identity is there in different phases, different realms. We have a gross body, we have mental body, we have pranic body, we have five seats in this gross body. Five seats, outer seat, and innermost is subtlemost, which others cannot see, but we feel it. Similarly, there are different phases or realms of existence. So when one goes through all these type of different realms of existence, each realm will be different from each other, of course, but when you are in that state, then your world is there with you. Understood the point? So after death, wherever the soul goes, it goes with its own experiences, impressions, memories, everything is there with him. So here they had the idea to see the creation. So after death also they will go on seeing the creation. As they find they are in that state, they will go on with that. And each state is as good as the other. When you are here, suppose you are going in a journey, try to understand the difference and similarities. Both. You see, we started for a journey. When we are at home, we have different relations with us, brothers, sisters, and our parents, our friends, and we had some food and our daily transactions, everything. Now we have left our home and have started going in a journey. We'll have also our friends wherever we go and halt in some distant place, night halt. There also we'll have transactions with different people who are living there. Same thing will happen there, which will be aware by ourselves, but it is different from our home state, isn't it? That was different, and now where you are halting for the night, it will be different from there. But it is at present you have the same world as you have. You talk to some people and you have contact with different new people, but they are there. They are as true to you as your relations were in your home. The manager of the hotel or other people who are serving there, you have relationship with them for the time being, and then you left that and went on in your journey, and you halted at still different far off place somewhere. there also different people will be there. And you will have contact with those people there, which will be totally different from the second heart. Similarly, different space, different places will have different life for you, but you are going on with that. Wherever you are there, your world will be there. Got the point? हाँ?
कल बोले थे कहानी बोलेंगे याद दिलाना।
अरे अच्छा, गद्धों की कहानी कल करेंगे आज। दो गद्धों की कहानी। हम देख रहे थे कि ये विपश्चित लोग मिल करके क्या कर रहे हैं उसी के ऊपर। नाउ in different situations, different level of existence, we have one person will have different experiences, but he will have solid experience wherever is he. Just as we have different experiences, different contact, different relations with different people in one place, and in other place that will be totally different. And in other time also it will be totally different. In other conditions also that will be totally different. हाँ, वही तो समझ में चाहिए. We think after this gross body is dissolved, we lose everything and life is ended, but it is not so. It is a type of existence which we call it gross world. But we, even though we are in this gross world, we have our mental world, we have our imaginary world, we have our past world within us, we have memories of the past. Sometimes we deal with the memories. We have our future world also. We go on imagining, planning for future. We have different experiences in different places. We have traveled so many places. So each experience will be different from each other. In this way, when in this gross existence we have so many differences, why not we can imagine after this gross body, when we leave this body, we have the subtle body here and now. So in the subtler world, when the subtle body will be there, it will have the same type of world. Just as we have changed the place and we have different experiences, similarly we have changed the state of existence. We have changed the different existences, we'll have different world. So after death also, in the subtler realms, we will have the subtler worlds as real as this world. It will be real to us in that subtler realms. Here also, whatever we have, our surroundings, our relationship, our daily day-to-day transactions, our contacts, our relations, everything is true for us. And we are leading our life in a particular manner. And all these will change, will be transferred to a different level of existence. There also, in that level, everything will be same. Suppose, other example also you can have. We have seen the example of a traveler. When one travels from one place to the other, of course the places will be different, but the traveler will have the same experiences, eating, drinking, and having contact with some people, different people, and everything will have. Suppose you are studying in some school. Say you are studying in 9th standard and your parents are working in this town and you have to be with your parents. You are admitted in some particular school and you are going through your studies. Now your parents have been transferred to some other city. So you have to go with them. Now you have to change your school. But you will be admitted there in that town in the same class. Because you are studying in 9th standard. So there also some school you will find out, similar school, and there also you will be admitted in same standard, 9th standard, and you will go through the same course, isn't it? Everything will be same there. The place is changed. Eating, drinking, and having new friends, classmates, everything will be new. Huh? Your school building will be different, your teachers will be different. They will teach you in different ways, but the place is changed and you are the same. Got the point how the changes have no change? Relativity. Though you have not been changed, you are the same, but different places have been changed. Time has changed and your relationship is changed, but your course of studies is same and you are the same. Got the point? Similarly, when one dies here, he never dies forever. He has change of realms. This is somewhat gross for us now here. And when we change this realm of existence, we go to some other realm. There also we feel similarly, everything grows to us similar. So similarity is grossness. Got the point? When we are capable of our having our relationship, having our contacts, it is in same level we can have. So same level objects have their contact relationship. So it is as good as gross or call it subtle, but they will be equally related with each other and they will have contact. There will not be any differences. Got the point? So after death, what he means, after death, though the gross, so-called gross body made up of 5 gross elements are dissolved here, we go to some other existence, level of existence that we call here, comparing with this world, we call it a subtler world. Here we call it, say, heaven or some other, some realm, we name it. From here we call it a subtler world, because this we understand as gross. But try to get the point. When Hari Om Sanjay, you see other example also you can have and try to understand the point. When we are in waking state, dream world is subtle for us, isn't it? We can not see the dream in waking. Now we have gone to bed and we are dreaming. The dreaming person is grossly seeing everything in a dream. Whatever objects he has, he is having relation or contact, that we call it artha kriya karita. Means whatever actions he does, it has got meaning in that realm. In that realm, it has got meaning. If he eats, he gets some satisfaction as long as he is in dream. But when he gets up, he has no feeling of eating or having some sweetness of fruits or something. After waking, that has become subtler for waking state. But as long as you are in the dream, waking state is subtler. It is away from you, don't know anything about waking. Isn't it? In sleep, you feel everything real, as long as you are in the sleeping state. And that becomes unreal only when you come to waking state. When you change that state, waking becomes real and dream becomes unreal. It is a question of period of time and repetition of the actions and reactions, contacts and relationship that is repeated for a little time, and in waking again and again since our childhood we have been habituated to repeat all these things again and again and for a long time. That's how it becomes real and dream becomes unreal. But if you dream for 20 hours and wake up for 2-3 hours and sleep for 1 hour, your dream will be real and waking will be dream. It is question of time, and time means repetitions of your experience, contact again and again. That's how it becomes real. And what you have less contact, with whom you have less relationship, that becomes subtler for you. I am trying to tell you, subtle and gross, what does it mean? What you call subtle, what you call gross? Gross means which is repeated again and again for a particular long time. And subtle means what you don't know, have very less impressions, memories of it, and it is not so clear to you, so that you call subtle. In reality, there is from above this comparison, if we see from a neutral zone, there is no subtleness, there is no grossness. It is experienced only when we get repeatedly experienced on some actions, that becomes gross for us. Try to get the point. Understand the point. Gross means many repetitions, and subtle means less repetition. That's all.
पर स्वामी के मन को प्राण को तो सटल बोलते हैं.
Because we are not dealing with the prana, we are not remembering, or we are not discussing, we are not dealing with the prana always as we deal with the gross body. That's how prana is subtle. How long you think of prana? Mind is the doer here. Mind has contact with the body more than prana, and mind has contact with itself very less than it has contact with the body. Because body and senses are always doing the work. Actions and reactions are done by body. The five senses of knowledge and five senses of the actions. Mind is always entangled with body and senses. See how much you think of your body and feel your body, and how much you feel your breathe, and how much you think of your intellect or discuss about your intellect or ego and other things. Though ego is doing everything, it is not aware of itself. It is mind which is doing everything, and it is senses which are always contact with each other. Try to see it analytically. How much time you spend with, now you are looking and hearing, are you thinking of your mind or prana? Though they are working, but you have no contact with it. Are you feeling your breathing when you are hearing all this? Your mind is you, that means you are the mind first. First, of course, ego, then intellect, then comes you are with the mind. You are more identified as mind, and mind is always identifying itself with senses and body and less with prana and itself and intellect and other parts of the body. Try to see this analysis minutely. We are always body, more body than we are mind or prana. I means body. Body feeling is more strong. See, when you are try to understand, when you are hearing or seeing or understanding, which parts of your being is acting more, and where the ego is identifying more than other parts. It is body, eyes, ear, your hands are moving all the time, your body is moving. You are always aware of your body than your mind and prana and intellect.
Sakshi bhav mein, when it is watching the mind, then it is more with the mind. Mind is
Your
not for it.
personality. Wow, it is so complicated. You say, who are you first? Now, I am more body than mind or prana. I am everything. I identify myself. Who am I? If you go on analyzing and answering, who am I? Then what do you find? What do you find? Who are you? Percentage, let us. Time-wise, let us calculate the percentage. How much you are, how much time you are body, how much time you are prana, how much time you are mind, how long you are intellect, how long you are ego, how long you are what? Come on. Analyze it minutely and give the answer. Unless we go to meditation or deep sleep, always we are with the body. I am the body. Body eats, body walks, body hears, body with the senses. Huh? Of course, mind and ego, intellect, they are so tightly, they are bound up. It is difficult to differentiate whether it is mind or intellect or ego. That's how they say fourfold mind. Mind means the intellect is working and ego also is there. So fourfold mind is one group and the other group is energy, prana, and the gross group is body with senses. So what are you? Who are you for how long? You change yourself. At deep sleep, you have forgotten yourself. That means mind is not working properly. And in dream, you are half aware of yourself. Mind is working there for some time, for little time. That's how you say it is subtle when you compare with the other state which we call it is waking, because it is for longer time and we have more contact, time factor. So when we, of course, we are used to some terms and words which have some particular meaning for us. Waking means waking, it is our life. This we have taken for granted. But if you go on dreaming, try to sleep a month and get up very late time and go to bed and close your door and go on dreaming, you cannot sleep for long time. So let us see how you feel. If you close up your door, not having contact with others for a long time, pretty long time, you feel very awkward when you come out. You see, I give my feeling, my experience. I stayed in a jungle for 2 years, for complete continuous 2 years, I have not seen the human face. Of course, I was not closed in a dark room, not in a cave for a whole period. I was traveling in I was moving in the bushes and water place and having contact with wild animals, birds and plants and all those objects, but not only with human beings, because human beings are most terrific beings, creating all sorts of nonsense. That is called solitude in one sense. Solitude means not solitude for human beings, not having contact with human beings. That is called solitude. And you can have contact with wild animals, birds, other beings, insects, and you see plants and so many living beings are there. So when I saw human face after 2 years, I had so bitter feelings. Really, I am telling. Of course, that feeling is not now here. I am not telling you all my enemies. But at that particular time, first time, when I saw some human faces, and for a period, for at least 10-15 days, I was feeling to run away from human beings. That was my feeling, not to have any contact with human beings. Because human world is different. And my world with the wild animals and birds, my friendship was with them. Little birdies, they used to come and eat, sitting in my hand, sitting on my head. They will be eating some rice, grains, and animals, the little deer and other, they used to play with me. I had so much friendship with them. And human beings are so crooked. They will talk only about rubbish, nonsense. Really speaking, I had some bitter experience continued for at least for 15, 20 days. Slowly it became normal as before, but it is at that time I had to say it was normal. And, but if solitude was normal, then that was abnormal. That means,
Where did you get the rice and the grains from for 2 years?
pardon,
Where did you have the food from for 2 years, the rice and the grains?
I had deposited and it was not unused till for 2 years enough I had deposited. I was eating so less and depending upon wild things, leaves and roots and other things, very less. You see, 3 handfuls of rice for one day. 3 handful. And that also became more than my usual food. Little I give for the birds and other animals. And at evening, 2 handful of wheat flour, 2, 3 rotis, that's all, whole day. And dal, of course, 1 handful is enough, and that too once, and sometimes no dal is required. Some leaves and some roots or something, jungly things I put into rice, it becomes so good. Of course, salt and other spices I had enough.
स्वामी जी दूध मत था भी नहीं उस टाइम पे
No, milk and other things. I had some milk powder and black tea, sometimes no tea. Tea was not required at all. Complete freedom in food and daily behavior. Food, I had no time. When I feel hungry, sometimes once, sometimes no hungry, no need of any food. Some leaves or something, go on eating, because there is no need of food much, no work, nothing. Just lie down or sit, no work. I was not spending my time also in studying, only japa, meditation, and nothing else. Japa and meditation and contemplation. If any thought comes, it is always there. It never changes. So, going on, pondering over one thought, and to change the thoughts and activities, go to the jungle and see the beauty, talk with the plants and birds and animals. So that life is totally different when you come to this so-called normal life. You feel something which cannot be exactly expressed unless you feel it. That's how we have the story of Rishi Ring. ऋषि श्रृंग क्या नाम ऋषि श्रृंग ना and some other monks who led their life totally whole life in jungle without seeing human beings. So what I mean to say, to understand different state of life we live, in that also we have to compare our different states, even now here itself, which we call different states, three states: deep sleep, dream and waking. And the other where the wise men live mostly in Turiya state, that is fourth state, they don't live our life just as we think and act and have contact with each other. They don't live such life. Their life is totally different. That's how they look at us as in dark night. That is what is explained in Gita. What is night for common people, that is day for the wise men. And they live in that state of existence. They don't have any contact with so-called people like us, worldly people. So different state of life. That is what we are discussing, to understand what happens to the soul after death. Death means we have thought over it is completely something different from this world. No. Only different state of the being is ever being. Jiva Abhinasi, the individual being never dies. It undergoes different states of its existence, and that we have different names. We call it our so-called gross life here, earthly life, and heavenly life, or different planes of existence. That is, all those are our mental creation only. We think like that. And different stages of a being, how he behaves, with what realm, with what sorts of beings around him. That's all. Just as I gave you my life, wildlife. And you see, our lives are different than savages. They have their different life. When they come to our style of life, they don't feel, you see, usual. They don't feel okay. Just as you go to some strange land where you don't understand any language of those people and their daily lifestyle is totally different, how will you feel? We heard some stories of Lilliputs, Lilliputians, small beings. That's how to have some understanding of different lifestyles. So everywhere life is there and lifestyle is different from each other, but life is there. Why we discuss all this? After death also life is there. And after the death of this body, that means a change of state of life. And in that state of being, you will have everything there as per your mind. Your mind creates the surroundings and it decides whether it is true or false, it is gross or subtle. All these are your mental conditions. There is no gross nor subtle. There is no comparison. You create your comparisons, differences. Everything is created by your mind. Your surrounding is for you. It is not same for everyone. Take it for granted. This is the final. You have created your world and you know what is gross world, what is subtle world. For yourself, that is not for everyone. That is not universal. That is how we say the worlds are within. There are thousands of worlds within one, and one is there in different worlds. It is so complicatedly within each other, and that you can have some ideas when you enter into a lens house, enter there all alone, made up of a room made up of different kinds and different sizes of lenses all over the walls and roof and your ground. Have you ever seen such lens house? Go to Science City where they will have different kinds of such items where you get to know some more details on science, modern science. Imagine where you sit all around you, there are lenses of concave, convex and simple glasses and everything of different sizes. What will you see? How will you see around you? How many of you will be there? And what will be the size and where, which will be seen? The reflections will be of different sizes, and different sizes of reflections will be reflected in each other. There will not be any end to it. You cannot count, you cannot see any reflection clearly anywhere as one. It will be within one, within other, or without other. Ah, just imagine how you will feel. And that is how the world and our mind, which reflects in everything, and reflections are reflected. And this is how we have taken for granted some state of our life to be real, which is so unusual to many innumerable states of existence. And we think I am in real world and others are not existing. Huh? So this is how our mind is so complicated, so confusing, and so this is called Maya. And the Maya is not outside somewhere, which we are going to see the end, the creation. You are the creator, and you have created your world as something for yourself. It is not so. You are the creator. If you analyze it impartially and analytically and deeply, bit by bit, this is to understand that you have repeatedly thought over all these forms, and you have given the names to these forms, and this is for you have created for yourself. This is your world with some names and forms, but really speaking, everywhere the absolute existence is existing everywhere. Within that, somewhere, somehow, in some corner, somewhere, your center is there. You are sanctified as a being a dot, and you have created many other dots around you, which is your world. You have named it, you have a relationship with, and you think this is my world, and this is called real world, other worlds are not there.
The world is useless, then what is the importance of intellect?
My dear, intellect is itself the usefulness or uselessness. Intellect, that is what I am telling. Your mind has created all this, and mind has also some understanding about itself. This is called mind, and I am different than mind. The mind differentiates itself than itself. it says, I am not mind. It is my mind. All these complications, you see, you can see all these if you can somehow or other calm down this mind or all this restlessness what is going on as I. I am so restless. If this restlessness is calmed down, it becomes little steady, then you can have your identity somehow other than it. Then you can see, and that is how we say, whatever you hear, go on contemplating over it continuously. अहोरात्रान संदधामी, दिन रात एक कर दो. कैसे कर देंगे? जैसे हमारे सूचक साहब के लड़के लड़की डॉक्टरी कर रहे थे, MBBS कर रहे थे. स्वामी जी गए, सूचक साहब, आभा माता जी, ये लोग स्वामी जी का अनन्य भक्त है. स्वामी जी उनके घर में, हम लोग भी साथ थे. परीक्षा चल रहा है, दिन रात उनका MBBS स्टूडेंट्स, फाइनल, लड़का लड़की दोनों का. रात 2 बजे 3 बजे तक पढ़ेंगे, आधा घंटा 1 घंटा सोएंगे और फिर उठ जाएंगे और पढ़ते रहेंगे. स्वामी जी आ रखे हैं, 1 मिनट के लिए आए, नमस्कार किए. आज स्वामी जी के साथ उन स्वामी जी के देखने के लिए भी टाइम नहीं, नमस्कार करके चल दिए. किसी के साथ और कोई बातचीत नहीं. 99% रख करके पास किए. 3 दिन तक भूखा रहे कि 100% क्यों नहीं मिला. See, why could not they secure 100%? For 3 days they didn't take food. So much they struggled to get 100% in MBBS. So hard to get. Sleeping only for half an hour, hardly 1 hour a day, and day and night. For months they tried and they secured 99% marks, and yet they were unsatisfied. For 3 days they didn't take food. Such should be struggle and bahuna janmana mante. Because we have been so much engrossed, just as you put some iron piece or something in mud somewhere, dusty place, and try to find out how difficult it will be. Similarly, we are so much engrossed in all these worldly thoughts and activities, we cannot get out of it. That is how we are bound, and we are trying for liberation, moksha. Where is that moksha? Where is that nirvana? And until and unless this mind settles down, keeps quiet, and nothing is possible, nothing we can understand, nor we can do, nor anything we can achieve. This much we are unable to understand. Different layers of existence, different realms of existence, where different kinds of beings, and they have their lives, and they are not different from us. I have different kinds of layers of thoughts, and my mind is the cause for all this. And your mind can become so gross, and it can go to become so subtle and go beyond also. That is what Lord Krishna says in Gita. Uddhared atmanatmanam. Your mind only, you are the mind, you are whatever you are responsible for yourself. You can help yourself, nobody else can help you. There is nobody else other than you. You have created all these. You have created me. I have created you. This is the most miraculous creation. You have created, I have created, all of us are great creators, and we have created our own worlds, and we are looking for some other creator who has created us. The reality is so difficult to accept. We are discussing all these, only one point. The four Vipachits, they died somehow while going to see the end of the creation, and after death they also saw their worlds in those subtler realms, what we think it is subtler realm after death. But when you die, you have your world with you, and you see the world as you see the world here. Your world will be as gross, as real there as you are having here. This is the point to be understood. What happens to the soul? Nothing happens. The soul sees the world as he sees it here. And you will have a very crucial question. We have some traditions, especially in India, and India is a land of philosophers. And whatever traditions we have here, it is not baseless. It is created by our great ancestors. They were great scientists. They did research on the life, and they found out whatever they found out as their experience accordingly. They created some traditions, some rules and regulations for the society. As per that, when a person dies, we give some offerings to the person for 7 generations. And every year almost we give some offerings to the dead soul. We call it पिंडदान. हाँ, 7 पीढ़ी तक पिंडदान देता है. क्यों, कैसे? It is not baseless, just useless, baseless thought. No. It has great scientific truths behind it. What happens to the soul after death? You see, the soul loses this gross body, of course. It enters to different realm, just as you have left your home and come here for satsanga for some period, say for a year or for 5 months, 6 months, you are here. That means you have different world here. Your relations are not here. Your friends and your kins and cousins, they are not here. Your parents are not here. You have contact with different new people here. Now you have created a different atmosphere here and you are living here. Your world here is totally different from your homeland there, isn't it? But you have relationship with that homeland, homely life there and here also. If you totally don't go to your home, say, take it for me, I have my experience, I can tell you. Though I have taken sannyas in early age, say in 20 age, I have been here for 60 years, more than 60 years I have been here. I have so much deep relationship with these local people here. They feel I am their family member. I feel they are my family member. Eating, drinking, talking, and all the relationship. I have created a world here. I stayed there in Rishikesh in ashram for 3-4 years, as long as Gurudev was there. Now, after every 4-5 years, say, I used to go to Odisha, my birthplace. Somehow or other, something happened. After 12 years first time, and then say every 4-5 years or 10 years, somehow I happened to go there and have talk with those old people there, and so many things change. And say 10 years back I had been there. So many old people, those who were in my childhood, they have gone and forgotten everything. World has changed so much. So many changes. Some people, they don't recognize me also. But they have heart, so they come and meet. And totally changed. But yet I have some contact. Because it is birthplace, it is very hard to forget. There is some impression in the mind. and my family members, my father and mother and all those, they have all those relations they have left, and new relations have somewhere something. I don't have all those accounts. But somehow they hear about me indirectly, and I may have some indirect, some information which I don't remember. But some fake, some people very uh, subtle relation is there till now. Understood? Though I have all my life is here, yet some connection of this life is there also. Similarly, I used to go to Bangalore and South every year, like continuously for 15 years, almost 15 years I went continuously. So there also I have some relationship. And that was when I left going there, could not go. So for some time the impressions, memories were very strong. We have to talk with each other and relationship. Now slowly everything is getting forgotten, and contact also getting lesser and lesser. So in this way, see one life distributed in different regions, different places, in different times. Okay? So, if I go to my birthplace, I get something, they offer me something, and if I don't go, I remain here. Sometimes some people, they talk with me and they send something to me, Jagannath Prasad, or some other prasad they send, I receive it. Isn't it? Now come to our Pindadan. I am dead to my birthplace. I am continuously absent there. I am dead there. And though I am alive here, if they send something to me, do I refuse it? Or I get it so nicely, with so much feeling. Oh, Jagannath Prasad, it is so blessing for me. I accept it so nicely, so lovingly, so heartily. I accept it. Is it not? My people have given it. My people had given it, offered it to me with so much love. So I accept it. Similarly, the dead persons, wherever they are, if I am here, I will get it. If I am at Bangalore, not in my birthplace, they have sent something to me, I will get it even if I am in Bangalore or Delhi or in Calcutta. Isn't it? So wherever the dead person will be, whether he lives in Pitrilok or in somewhere else, but he will get it. That's how our Pindadan Pratha, after death for 7 generations, they offer something to the dead soul. This tradition is there in India. Even after death, the soul is there somewhere, and it has got connection with this plane. And if you offer something, it reaches him. He accepts it with so much love and feelings. From different plane to different plane. That's how our yajna is created. Yajna, there are five elements: sky, ether, and air, fire, and water, and earth. Earth is grossest element. And the subtlemost element is sky. In between comes the fire. Fire has its ability to make the subtle into gross and gross into subtle. It comes in between. स्वामी जी हमारा जो चितगुपी, हाँ, गुरु जी का हुबली, गुरु जी का डिसाइपल बेंगलोर का है, हुबली आता है हमेशा. He has written a big book on yajna, and Guruji asked him to write and gave some instances. He also asked me to help him in giving ideas. I also gave some ideas. He has written a very big volume.
You cannot avoid it. So you have to accept it.
Yes. And he has given all the details of all the yajna, sacrifice. Because Guruji was so expert in doing all this. Yajna is the mediocre to transfer gross things to the subtler beings, making it subtle, and subtler things to gross beings, making it gross. So fire becomes the mediocre. And creating all these beings, our so-called, the universal mind. We are creatures of some being which we are united in one thread, and that is called cosmic being, and we are within that group. And such creators are innumerable, they are spread over. Every atom will be a creator. Anuraniyan Mahatomayan. So any atom will be a cosmic creator. There is no end to it, there is no calculation of it. So now, after creating all these creatures, subtlemost, and different realms, different types of creatures, and grossmost, so they should have their relationship with each other, then the so-called creation of that cosmic creator will be enjoyable. When you have some group, you have your WhatsApp group, so whatever you have, you share it with everyone, isn't it? Your WhatsApp group. Similarly, the Creator will have his group, cosmic group. It is his creation. We have also same thing with us in small way, little limited way, and he has some unlimited way anyway. So he created some mediocre to have relationship between the subtler beings and the grosser beings. That is called sacrificial fire or sacrifice. It is not only fire, but mostly the fire becomes the mediocre to transfer things gross to the subtle and subtle to the gross. This way, everybody will have their relationship and transactions. This is how Sahajagya praja srishtva purovacha prajapati anena prasavisyadva esavastu ishtakamadhuk. Whatever you want, whatever relationship you want to have, let this yajna sacrifice be your mediocre and you can have transaction with it. When you go to Europe, you go to Japan, you go to Australia, you go to Africa or South America, dollar will be one coin everywhere. You can exchange it and have transactions, isn't it? And now, if you go to Western lands, euro will do. some mediocre should be there. That is how yajna is our mediocre of medium of exchange. That is called yajna. Try to understand it in a normal way. Don't make it so complicated. वो यज्ञ तो वो ऐसा हुआ, वो है, सो है, मंत्र पढ़ा जाता है, वो क्या क्या वेद मंत्र सब पढ़ते हैं. All these, when you understand it, becomes so simple, normal with everyone. And this is called life. What we are discussing, this is most important point. Wherever you are, whether in this earthly plane or in any other plane, it is your creation. There is no such earth as you think, nor such creatures as you have been related with. Different, innumerable differences are there. What is beyond your limit of understanding? Everything is everywhere there, and that is known as Maya, and it is your imagination only, and not only you. There are so many such atoms or the consciousness atoms which are the center of creations, which are, though atoms, they are greater than the greatest, they have all the relationship with everyone. In this way, the absolute exists only as absolute, and others are just assumptions or appearances or imaginations or suppositions or illusions or confusions or go on calling whatever you like. They are not at all there, and reality is one which is all-pervading truth. Somehow or other, if you have contact with that absolute one existence, then you can have contact with all other. You become one with that. That means you can, somehow or other, you can have some outlook, understanding of all other creations or anything else. Whatever you call it creation, or it is some existence or something, call it as you like. It has got no permanent value or meaning. Got the point? What happens to the soul after death? It is a journey, unending journey in different levels of existence, just as you go for a pilgrimage and halt at different places in different situations. Everything you will go on experiencing unendingly and go for a long journey. When it will end, nobody knows. Everywhere you will have different experiences, different places, different time, different people, different situations. Everything will be different. And that is called India. हम सब एक हैं. क्या वो गाना? रंग रूप देश भाषा चाहे अनेक है, और हिंदू हम एक है. क्या हुआ? सब हम एक है. हिंदू देश हाँ, हिंदू देश निवासी हम सब एक है. हाँ, चाहे रूप रेख देश भाषा सब अनेक है, सब डिफरेंट है. एवरीवेयर देयर इज डिफरेंस. Every two have difference, but yet we are one. We are beings, we are human beings, we are beings, we are living beings, we have become something and we are beings. So,
Swamiji, is it possible that the processes that you described through Pindadan, through the sacrificial fire, and all that can be done through meditation?
yes, meditation is the solution for everything. Everything is done. And all these are processes. All these, whatever yajna or transactions are different level of existence or life journey or whatever you say, all these are processes, phenomena, and restlessness. It is called Maya. It has got no existence at all, and absolute truth is absolute equilibrium state. That is called meditation or samadhi. Enter into that, forget about all these. All the troubles are ended. Keep quiet. Chup. Last warning. Keep quiet. Thank you. Tomorrow we shall see further. We have taken so much time. We have not even discussed one line. What happens? This is simply reading or hearing has no meaning, no use. We have to understand it, the reality, how our life is, how our relations are, what we are really, and what we think, how we behave, what is our life. It is so complicated. And we are not worried about all these, but we are worried about food and money and this and that, which is so transitory, so troublesome and problem making, and which drags us from the reality away. What foolish people we are. Ever engaged in useless matters. What is our life? Nobody is serious. What happens to the life after death? Has anybody any time to think over it? Everybody is fighting. I want more oil. I will put bombs over you. Poor fellow. You cannot kill that man. You think you have killed him. He will come again. In our philosophy, we believe, see, Bali came as a hunter in the other incarnation, in Krishna's incarnation. And because Rama killed Bali hidingly himself behind a tree, similarly this hunter killed, discharged an arrow to Lord Krishna, who was resting on a creeper, putting the leg over the leg, and from a distance through the leaves, the hunter saw the beautiful deer's ear, like reddish, the foot of Lord Krishna. From distance he discharged his arrow, for which Krishna had to give up his body. See the connection of action and reaction from age to age, it never ends. If you kill one, he will kill you on the return, somehow or other. If you have killed a mosquito in this life here, the mosquito will kill you somehow or other. You cannot escape from him. It will take time and situation will wait for it. This is called Niyati, the overall ruler. Every action has reaction, opposite and equal reaction. You cannot escape. Whom you are going to kill and whom you are making your friends. Anyway, Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Sabda Brahma ki jai, Saraswati Maharani ki jai, Yoga Vasidji Bhagavan